Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Urban Tech Hub. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a VM instance using your GCP platform account. And to do that, there'll be two steps. So the first step would be to create a project. And after creating a project, you can move on to creating the VM instance. So let's start. So the first step will be to create a project. So to create a project, you go to the menu bar here and you click on this downward pointing icon, and then you click on new project, and then now you give your project a name. So let's pick a name, and preferably should be a name that is unique. So let's come up with something unique. We say game on new project. Yeah, this is a little long. Preferably should be something shorter, but we need to pick something unique real quick and move on. So that's what I came up with. And then from there, we click on create. And it's going to be ready very soon. Let's see. Okay, it's ready. So now you click on the project. So you click on here. Okay, now it's ready. So the next step is to move on to creating the VM instance, which is the purpose of this video. So to do that, you click on navigation menu here, scroll all the way down to compute engine, and then now you select VM instances. So here we're going to have to wait a little bit for the requirements to spin up. And then once that is ready, we can click on create and then we can continue. So you're going to have to bear with me a little bit. So we'll wait and then we can continue. So as I said earlier, you can think of your VM instance as an actual machine, like your laptop, right? So it has speed, it has a RAM, it has a disk where you can store data. So this is basically a machine, but you don't have it with you. It's sitting somewhere, and then you can access it. So there's some remote access to it. So once this is ready, we can go on, and then we can select the specs of the machine, and then we can create it. So hopefully this doesn't take too long, and then we can do that. So let's wait. All right, it's gonna be ready in a little bit. Bear with me. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, so it's now ready. So now you click on create here, and you need another name for your machine. So let's give the machine a name. So call it my first project machine. A little long, but we need something quick so we can move on. The labels is optional, so you don't need to worry about that. The next one, you can choose a region. We went with US Central one, which is close to our region, so we think it's a good choice. And now you can choose the machine specs. So we have machine configuration. So basically the specs of the machine. And there are three machine families that you can go with. You can go with the compute optimized, memory optimized, and general purpose. For the purpose of this video, we're going to go with general purpose. We're not going to get into specifics of memory optimized and compute optimized. So this is just a demonstration video. So we're going to go with just the general purpose. And then there are different series that you can choose from. So we have, E2, N2, N2D, N1 as the first generation. Um, they are just varying power, size, speed, and all those combination of features. So we're gonna go with N1. Um, that is where we're probably gonna get something really cheap that we can use for this demo video. So let's go with N1. And for N1, let's try to choose something really light. So the default selection is N1 standard one, which has one vCPU, basically a core, and then it has a big RAM, almost 4 GB, but we want something smaller. So let's try to choose something smaller. So let's go with F1 Micro. And then as you can see, there are big ones here that we can choose. We have two CPUs, different cores. We can 32 core, huge computers, but let's go with F1 Micro here. That is a really small machine. It's not that expensive. And then let's go with the default selection here. And just a little bit about the operating system. We're going to use the Linux Debian distribution, which is pretty standard. So let's keep it and use that. And then select these two here. Allow HTTP traffic and HTTPS traffic. And then once we're done with that, we can click on create. So it's going to happen very fast, so we can move on quick. Okay, so it's going to be ready in a little bit. And then I'm going to show you how to access your computer anytime you come into your GCP account. I mean your VM instance, anytime you come into your GCP account. I'm going to show you how to do that. So now it's ready. So let's assume we just logged into our GCP and I want to find our VM. What we're going to have to do is to click on this navigation menu here and then scroll all the way down to Compute Engine and then click on VM instances. And it's going to bring it back here. So this is our machine right here. And if you want to take a look at our machine a little bit closer, we can click on this here. And then have more specs about our computer here, right? So have more information, what we selected when we're setting it up. And also, if you want to edit the computer, you want to edit a VM, we can actually edit it if you want to do that. So that is a little long, so there'll be a different video that addresses that, and we'll show you exactly how to do that. So you can increase the number of cores. You can change the RAM, make it bigger or smaller if you have a bigger machine. You can edit a lot of stuff in that. So there'll be a different video, and you can learn how to do that. But for this video, we're just going to stick with creating the instance, which we just did. So let's continue. So once you have your machine created, you're going to want to interact with it, right? So you have a machine. So just like your laptop, on your laptop, if you want to program on your laptop, you normally go to a command line, right? So in the command line, you can clone a Git repository. There's a lot you can do. To do the equivalent of that with this machine, you're going to have to go to the Cloud Shell. So the shell is basically a browser-based application that allows you to communicate with a VM. So to do that, all you need to do is to click on this icon here, activate Cloud Shell. So click on the icon, and then it's going to help you access your Cloud Shell. So it's ready now. Now, if you want a bigger view, if it is just too small for you and want a bigger view, you can click on this launch icon here. And it's going to launch a new window, and then you can get a bigger view of the Cloud Shell. So it's just basically a command line where you can do operations. You can write a program, and there's a lot of things you can do. You can bring in a different program. So click on in here. So click on this, and then this is going to give you access to a bigger view. The same VM, it's not a new VM, it's the same VM, but now you have a better view of the Cloud Shell. So here you can type in, for example, you can type in Python, and now it gives you access to Python. So, you can do very simple operations in Python here. Right? So 1 + 1 = 2. It's a little trivial. I can do more interesting stuff with this. So if you want to exit it, just type in quit, and now you can exit it. You're back to the line. You can take a look at your hard drive, what is on there. All you have is this README file, and a lot of stuff you can do. So thanks for watching this video. If you want to follow us, you find us at Ervent on Twitter. So at Ervent, you can find us on Twitter. You can email us if you have any questions at info@ervent. Ervent is ERUVNT.com. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how to clone a GitHub repository and then how to create an app using that. So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.